I never really wanted to live in a church bubble, and I think sometimes the church can be like that. I've had this on-off relationship with the vocations process where I felt I was ready to go forward, and perhaps things have not been right, and then maybe things have been right and I've not been in that sort of place to go forward. But my experience with the vocations process is that if there is a call, then you're duty bound to follow it through, and the diocese has been very good with that. The call doesn't go away.
Richard Fletcher, Hume, to serve in the parish of Longton, St Mary and St Chad.
I came across non-stipendiary ministry some 16 years ago actually, and I'd never really heard about it or how it worked. It was a bit of a revelation that you could combine both a priestly ministry and secular employment, particularly if it's something that you love doing. And luckily my job as a funeral director, I can combine the two quite easily. Non-stipendiary ministry has a role outside the church. We know that people don't come to church in the way that they used to. That doesn't mean to say that they don't have any faith, that they just don't have any connection with the church, but are very sympathetic to it, and I think bridges that gap, and the various forms that non-stipendiary ministry has, so ministry in secular employment, and some non-stipendiary ministers will combine their secular role by being perhaps the chaplain to where they work as well. It's that incarnational model that the church has always had, certainly the Church of England, in the way that the parish system works, which is more geographical, but it's an incarnational ministry that goes beyond geographical boundaries, and it's the church going out, if you like, and meeting people where they are. Here I conduct a lot of our funeral services for those people who don't want to have a particular church involvement but want a Christian funeral, and that works quite well. For the church there's great opportunities for relationship. Maybe the funeral itself is not a mission opportunity in the way that some would look at that, where perhaps the God story takes such a precedence that the human story is diminished. We never heard my mum's name mentioned. But as a funeral service finishes and we come out of church or the chapel, and the usual handshaking goes on, sometimes you will see clergy step back because their role is done on the day, but actually that's where a lot of relationships are built, talking to people who are coming out. So I would say to clergy, don't get in your car and go home, get stuck in and build some relationships, and show the human side of the church that people don't realise is there.
Send down the Holy Spirit on your servant Richard for the office and work of a deacon in your church.
It's not the easy option, but I'm particularly lucky because of the sort of job that I do, which has pastoral aspects to it, in that I get to exercise my ministry alongside my secular employment. The two go very much glove in hand.